Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion, and this was a very good episode. This Great Saiyaman based episode was very good. There was actually quite a bit of action in it considering it's, a filler slash in between. I don't really like saying filler anymore because we don't know what's filler and what's not really, but it's an in between episode, very good episode. It's going on with this kind of Great Saiyaman storyline, I guess, that's going to go into the next episode, episode 74. But without further ado, let's just get right into the episode.
Gohan no Saiyaman, Great Saiyaman, masaka no eiga ka?
So the episode starts off at a ramen bar, or ramen place in space with Jaco, and he's having ramen at this place. He's talking to the guy at the counter, and he's talking about this villain that he captured called Watagash, which is like the major villain of this kind of 2-episode mini arc that's going on with Great Saiyaman. And they're talking about Watagash, and Jaco's like, nah, he's never gonna escape. And of course Watagash escapes and gets away, and Jaco's like, yeah, I'm just gonna say you forced me to eat ramen. And it's just absolutely hilarious. I love Jaco. Like, Jaco is a really underrated character in Dragon Ball, and especially like with comedy and things like that. He's kind of like the Pilaf gang. I don't see many people liking the Pilaf gang, but I think they're absolutely hilarious when they come on, just as long as like it's not like a really serious situation and they come on and try to kind of make the situation a lot more light-hearted. But they're very good. Jaco's very good. So we then switch to Gohan's house, where they find out that a new movie called Great Saiyaman vs Mr. Satan is being made, starring none other than Barry Karn himself. And if you don't know who Barry Karn is, if you remember back to Dragon Ball Z, there was an episode in the Boo arc where Boo, I don't know which episode it was off the top of my head, but Boo went around and he was, doing his own thing, killing everyone, and he found this woman, and he was asking if he was handsome and things like that, and we see like this magazine kind of flip the pages, and we see a guy called Barry Karn in it, and then Boo, changes his face to look like Barry Karn, whereas now in Dragon Ball Super, Barry Karn's getting fleshed out as an actual side character, or well, the main character, or one of the main characters for this kind of mini filler arc, which I think is absolutely fantastic. If they do one thing right with Super, they do a very, very good job of bringing back things from the past. We then switch to the movie studio with Mr. Satan showing Gohan and Videl around when the idol love interest of Great Saiyaman in the movie, Cocoa, comes in, and then Barry comes in and he starts flirting with Videl, and it's, oh my god, Pan is so mad at him and her face just is absolutely hilarious. He then offers her an autograph and she's having none of it. They then get to the filming part of the movie, and they're using this stunt double, and Barry is like being a real dick, and he's bossing everyone around by saying what scenes will be like, and threatens to fire the stunt double for not doing as he's told, because he says he is famous for not using wires in his movies, and well, the stunt double kinda needs wires for this part in the movie. But Gohan then offers to do the role of the stunt double, and then Barry's wanting him to hurt himself, and man does he prove him wrong, as Gohan becomes a Great Saiyaman himself and jumps this like big tank that the stunt double was meant to jump, and officially gets signed on as the stuntman, proving Barry wrong, which is absolutely fantastic. Gohan then finds that there's a bank robbery, and none other than Krillin himself is the one helping the police, but out of nowhere Gohan pops up as Great Saiyaman, and it turns out that the villains are actually 2 guys from way back in the Boo arc, which is a very nice throwback. Like I said, they're good at bringing things back from the past. But then Watagash finally appears and possesses one of them, immediately being able to go toe to toe with Gohan, which is, how is he turning my head off. Gohan then kicks him into the building and goes to fire Kamehameha, starts charging up, but then he remembers there's people around him, so he goes Great Saiyaman beam, which is it's hilarious. He finishes the guy off but Watagash manages to get away. We then switch back to the movie set and everyone thinks that Gohan is the Great Saiyaman. However, Bulma actually appears and says that someone stole the spare suit which she made, and somehow, everyone believes that, but Barry tells him to basically back off and shut up because he's Barry and he does what he wants and he's an asshole. Gohan thanks Bulma for helping him, and we see Cocoa eavesdropping on their conversation, which I assume is going to play a role into the plot, especially for the next episode. We then see Cocoa basically forcing Gohan to help her since she knows that he's the Great Saiyaman, and they fly about for a bit, but then, out of nowhere, Jaco appears, and the freaking Super Saiyan 3 theme from the Bukai arc plays, and it's for Jaco, where's Omen of Victory? I don't want Omen of Victory, but that's Jaco's theme, which is just weird, and Jaco says that he's going to kill the Great Saiyaman, not knowing that it's Gohan, as Watagash has chosen him as his next target, as he fires this massive laser from his ship at Gohan, as the episode ends there. But now with the episode out of the way, it's time to get into the previews, but before I talk about the previews, I just want to talk about how absolutely amazing the new ending for Super is, the ending being an evil angel and a righteous devil. Absolutely amazing song. I listened to it a few times, a few weeks before it became the new ending of Super, and I absolutely love the manga panel style that they went for the ending as well. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and the song just is great. Might prove to be a little metaphor, but I don't think Toei is going to go that far with it. But now with the actual episode out of the way, it's time to get into the previews as we come to episode 74, entitled For the Sake of Those He Loves, the Indomitable Great Saiyaman. And as we get into the previews, I'm not going to lie, this episode looks pretty damn badass. The skies are dark as if Shenron has been summoned. We see a lot of Pan in this episode, so I'm not sure if she's going to play a major role in this episode's plot or whatever. It's very interesting that she's been heavily used in this preview. We also get to see Watagash's, what I would call kind of true form, I guess, which is this big ugly beast thing, and it seems to be going up against Gohan quite well. We see that it possesses Barry Khan, and he proceeds to pummel Gohan, which is always absolutely lovely for Gohan fans to see. We don't really see much else other than that though. He does say transform, so I don't know if that's just him going into his Great Saiyaman personality, because he does change his voice to suit it. But the final thing we see is just Jaco charging up that huge blast from his ship again. But that is all for this episode and all for these previews. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.